Hey guys, welcome to another Your Week with Jon W, where Let It Snow is both English and French. So this week, the Pentagon has announced that it failed for the fifth time so far the annual review of its funding. It was able to find about 61% of the $3.7 trillion it spent. No news if the over 80,000 employees being hired to the IRS will be deployed to somewhere that's actually useful. Brittney Griner and Victor Bout were swapped this week for their respective custodies, one going from Russia to the USA, one going from the USA to Russia. Now, whether or not swapping smugglers of drugs versus guns is a equal win, I will say that kudos to the WNBA for having so many people involved in caring about an actual trade. Some heroes are born, some are made, and some give us Lego, God of War Ragnarok, a YouTuber, streamer, I'm not quite sure who the person is, but they went and actually recreated God of War Ragnarok as a Lego game. You can download it for free. Link below. Kudos to you. You're truly a scholar and a gentleman. The Boys has a spin-off series known as Gen V, and holy shit, does it look good. The Boys, if you haven't seen it or familiar with it, it's a Amazon property that has been pulled out of the comic books, and they're being pretty close to, if not even more violent than the source material. And Gen V looks like it is not slowing down in any shape or form. Check it out if you're into it. I think you might like it. In a book by Andrew Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, he discusses a story about being right versus being pleasant. He's at a dinner in which he goes and is discussing with another gentleman a quote. And the gentleman believes that the quote is from the Bible and says as such. And Andrew corrects him and says it's actually from Shakespeare. When the two are arguing back and forth, his friend to the left of him, he says, is it from Shakespeare or is it from the Bible? His friend, being an expert on Shakespeare, kicks him under the table and says, I do believe it's from the Bible. Later on, he's approached by the friend later and he goes, hey, what was that? I thought that quote was from Shakespeare. He goes, oh yeah, Hamlet, scene 3, act 2 or something like that. And he goes, well, why didn't you talk, help me validate my point? And the guy says, well, you were part of a dinner at this gentleman's evening. You had no reason to correct him, to just prove that you were right because of, the fact that he was making a conversation with someone else and you wanted to butt in. At best, you were going to, shame the man in front of his other guests there at the table and make yourself look like an asshole. So the moral of the story is sometimes, you may be correct in your thoughts and you may not be correct in your thoughts, but when it comes right down to it, sometimes you just need to be pleasant because, in the immortal words of Elwood P. Dowd, I've been too many things in this life. I've been so smart and so pleasant. Well, for years I've been smart. I recommend pleasant. Now the BtCH'N POST. One of the things, teaching is competency, hiding knowledge isn't. What does this mean? Well, if you're ever in a work environment, doesn't matter how many years of experience you'll have, take note. If someone is willing to teach you about what they know, odds are they're really good at their job, and they're probably good at a couple other things too. And people who are competent want to teach. They want to help people grow. They want to help foster new knowledge because there's a lot of work to be done. And quite frankly, you don't have to gatekeep, which is hiding knowledge isn't. Most of the time when people are like, well, I'm not going to teach you how to do this. You should learn this on your own in a way that gatekeeps the information so that only they have it. Typically, it's people that aren't very good at their job, unless, of course, there's like security reasons and things like that. But typically, if you're able to, and you're lucky enough to find somebody that's willing to teach you, odds are they're probably going to be pretty competent. They may not be, but keep your ear to the ground. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things I've seen in my career, where if somebody's willing to teach you, they're usually the ones that are great. And the ones that aren't, This week for the good stuff, something a little different. Go get some quiet time, guys. We spend so much time on social media. Thank you for watching the show, of course. But, social media, being around people regardless whether it's friends, family, coworkers, people that you don't like, they're stuck in traffic, or if you're having to go to the grocery store or run errands, you're always around somebody, something, someone. And it's important, get you some quiet time. Take a deep breath. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy being by yourself, with yourself. And, just enjoy the peace and quiet of being in the moment. Try to get out, and away from things. If it's 5 minutes, 10, however long that you want to, just go ahead and enjoy it. Well, everyone, hope that you've had a great time watching this week. If you do, please like and subscribe. Leave some comments. Let me know what I'm doing great, what I'm doing horribly, what you want to see. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Take care.